Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Let's talk about everything happened on January 5th, Sunday, 2025. The first game is the Boston Celtics lost to Oklahoma City Thunder 90-105. Well, the Thunder is the king of the NBA. They are at home. They beat the Celtics. This one really was not close at all. Um, Celtics did not shoot the ball well, right? They only shot 20% from three. That's what happens. Kristaps Porzingis played 29 minutes, 19 points and 9 rebounds, no blocks. As long as he's playing, it's fine. And you know this is a serious game when all the starters get huge minutes and Peyton Pritchard only get 10 minutes. He really struggled here, but he's obviously still a hold. Um, versus most teams, Peyton Pritchard is still going to get good minutes. So let's just hold, see what happens. Meanwhile, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, all these guys, none of them really had a big game other than Derek White. Had 1 steal and 3 blocks, 4 assists and 4 rebounds and 2 threes. That's pretty good. Drew Holiday shot the ball pretty horribly, but had 6 assists. We look at Oklahoma State Thunder, and they still don't have Shed Holmgren back. Once he does come back, this will really be scary hours for the rest of the league, but they do lack that experience in the playoffs. Shea, 3 steals and 2 blocks, 33 points, efficient everywhere, really good. Cason Wallace played 35 minutes. We can't really trust it. One game he played 35, another game he played 60 minutes. But if they have a back-to-back, you need threes, you need steals. He's the guy. Isaiah Hartenstein also brought in so many defensive stats, 2 steals and 3 blocks. And Jalen Williams, he's just not the same guy he was when he was, before Isaiah Hartenstein came back. He's just not. To me, he's a buy low, but, top 25, top 30-ish. He's not a top 10 player. He's already fallen off. Jalen Williams, he's ranked 25th ranked player. But, if you can trade Josh Hart, right, to get Jalen Williams, I would do that trade every day. Lou Dort had 4 threes. He could be a streamer, and he did a tremendous job on Jaylen Brown as well. The next game, where the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Charlotte Hornets, no surprise there, 105-115. LaMelo and Brandon Miller both played. LaMelo, 24 points, 3 threes. Probably a buy low, but the risk is he's not going to play a lot of games down the stretch. But he hasn't been shooting the ball well. LaMelo, if you can trade Jalen Johnson, I'm just looking at the ranks right now. LaMelo Ball right now is ranked, just the counting number-wise, he is 29th ranked player because super bad field goal and high turnovers. But just the counting numbers, he's averaging 30 points. So again, in category leagues, depend on what you need. But if you don't need the efficiency, right? Josh Hart plus somebody to get LaMelo, those are the trades I'll be doing. But in general, in category leagues, the counting numbers are always more valuable than the turnovers because the correlation. What does turnovers correlate to? Usually players who don't really do much. The defensive stats, they don't correlate to turnovers. So 3 and D guys, but every other category have a negative correlation. So in general, unless you have if you could have a team in theory, right? Super high rebounds, super high blocks, super high steals, super high threes. And they have super low turnover. But it's just harder to build. It's harder to build a team in category leagues, right? Having super low turnovers. It's just not a strategy. You go into the season, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna win turnover every week. How do you build a team around that? Some other thing, very common thing is if you have a guard heavy team, right? You can really lock down a lot of categories like points, threes, free throws, assists. There's a lot of categories. Turnovers, you don't know, so it's hard to build a team around. having quote unquote having low turnovers. So it's good. It's good a lot of times to. It's a good idea to trade away players with super low turnovers and rank super high. Josh Hart, I think he's a poster child. He's well, he's averaging 2 turnovers actually, but he's a 19th ranked player. For him, it's really, I guess, it's more about having super high efficiency. Tyrese Halliburton actually is having lower turnovers than Josh Hart, which is crazy because he's averaging 8.8 assist. Anyway, which is why usually if you can win both assists and win both, if you can win both turnovers and assist, you have a very unique team that could give a lot of team troubles. Brandon Miller, 8 for 14, 24 points, 6 threes. Yeah, he's taking a lot of threes. He's gonna make a lot of threes. Both him and LaMelo. So it really depends on how many games these guys are gonna play. Mark Williams, meanwhile, it's scary hours. He's ramping up. 28 minutes here with 5 fouls. If it wasn't for the 5 fouls, who knows how many minutes he's gonna play? And is he a good free throw shooter? I don't know. If he make his free throw, that's help his value even more. Yeah, 9 rebounds, still in block, 11 rebounds, amazing. Miles Bridges played only 26 minutes. I don't know why. While Cody Martin came off the bench, played 21. We look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, they both did their thing. Darius Garland is having an amazing season. The reason I say that is just when I look at his efficiency, he's the 30th ranked player, shooting 49%. That is the biggest thing. That obviously not. Last year he was dealing with a lot of injuries, but a lot of it has to do with the coach. Yeah, amazing. Donovan Mitchell not so good this year compared to last year, but at least he's playing all the games. At least he's just a 24th ranked player, but he's playing a lot of games. Jarrett Allen, Mobley both had 2 blocks. They put up identical numbers. Yeah, as long as Allen is there, Mobley is not gonna take that leap forward. Even though this year he's actually already ranked pretty high. 17th ranked player, as I said it. But I'm more talking about counting numbers. He's only averaging 8.7 rebound and 1.5 blocks. If you want to get 12, 13 rebound, that's never really gonna happen as long as Jarrett Allen is there. Same thing with blocks. But he's also having a tremendous season. All the Cavaliers are having a great season, especially Mobley and Darius Garland. Move on to the next one. The New Orleans Pelicans, they beat the Wizards 110-98. Yeah, I mean, the 2 worst teams play each other. And Dejounte Murray, he's still not shooting the ball well at all, but still had a triple-double. In my opinion, still a buy low. Throw him, because last time I checked, he's ranked outside of 60. So throw him like a top 50-ish type of player. CJ, 25 points. I think he had like 50 points the other night. With everybody out, the problem with this team is, a veteran on this team, they are not winning any games. They're not making the playoffs. So how much more are they going to play him? Missy, 32 minutes. He's a must roster. 7 rebounds and still in 3 blocks. Yeah, it seems like he's got the starting job locked in, playing a lot of minutes. Trey Murphy and Herbert Jones, in my opinion, they're playing really well right now. But we don't know when Zion and Brandon Ingram gonna come back, or if they're gonna come back at all. So just enjoy them while you can. Maybe these guys come back, and because one thing we know for sure, if those guys come back, those guys are gonna play 30 to 35 minutes. So Herbert Jones and Trey Murray for sure, they're gonna have reduced minutes, right? There's no way they play 37 minutes like Herbert Jones did here. They're gonna play Herbert Jones 37 minutes once everybody comes back. For the Washington Wizards, Jordan Poole was out and Malcolm Brogdon started. Did he get hurt again? Probably. So Carrington is a guy that we could stream, mainly for some assists here for threes as well. Kyle Kuzma, went off with 28 points, 5 rebounds to still try to sell him high. I think a big difference this year and last year is I think he averaged over 20 points. He just had crazy usage. This year, because how well Jordan Poole is being playing, Kyle Kuzma kind of took a back seat. So his usage and everything across the board was down. So, with pull out, he might put up a couple good big games. Try to sell him. You know, but hey, if you need the points, you could have him. But that's really the only thing he offers, and not even that many, like 16, 17 points. Alex Sarr, he's been playing really, really well. He hits 3-3, 6 for 9. Efficiency wise, he's been really good. 11 rebounds, but the blocks, no blocks here, which is his biggest. Obviously, blocks is the most useful category. Move on to the next one, the Jazz. They beat the Magic 105-92. Surprise there. No Keontae George. Isaiah Collier started as a starting point guard. Didn't really do much. Walker Kessler. He's just been grabbing so many rebounds. It's kind of wild. 17 rebounds in 29 minutes. Just one block, it's okay, but efficient everywhere. Hit his free throws. Yeah, I mean, this Jazz team, they didn't have anybody here. Jordan Clarkson was out. Colin Sexton didn't even shoot the ball well, but they still win. They still beat the Magic. Because this Bryce guy, don't know how to say his last name. He's actually been getting a lot of minutes, coming off the bench. So he's somebody that we should pay just a little bit attention to, as long as everybody is out, because he clearly have the most usage here. If Keontae George and Jordan Clarkson continues to be out, we could look at him, maybe stream him for some points. What else does he give you? Points and threes. Yeah, he doesn't really do anything else. For the Magic, really bad loss here. Gogo Badaze had a decent game with 11 rebounds and a steal with 4 assists. But Magic, yeah, the entire team is basically out. Jalen Suggs was out. Not to mention, right, Franz Wagner, Mortiz Wagner's out for season. We also have, here we go. Gary Harrison, Ben Carroll. He's been out for a long, long time, Ben Carroll. At some point, these guys are going to be back. So while they were out, Tristan Da Silva is a guy that we could stream. KCP, we could stream. Cole Anthony, he got his minutes. As long as Jalen Suggs is out, I think Cole Anthony could be a stream. And maybe even Caleb Houston, depending on their schedule. They got a good schedule, stream all of these guys. The next one is the Lakers lost to Rockets. The Rockets are just really good this year, 115-119. And they're still the second, barely. They are tied. Well, they're half a game ahead of Grizzlies, second seed in the West. I feel like at some point, people gonna catch them as we get to the end of the season. That's kind of the similar things they did last year. They came out, winning a bunch of games, and maybe teams started figuring them out. Maybe it could be the same trend for the Grizzlies. For the Lakers, LeBron and AD did their thing. AD had 5 blocks, which is huge. Max Christie, we have to look at him, and after the D'Lo trade, they're like, yeah, we're gonna start Austin Reeves and Max Christie. We're gonna start you, give you 38 minutes, and they give Rui Hachimura only 28 minutes. So Christie, he's basically a 3-and-D guy. 6 rebounds here is also pretty good and fairly efficient. Austin Reeves, how about him? 10 assists here, 21 points, 3 threes. He's gonna have a ton of usage, a ton of minutes. This D'Lo trade really helps him. And Dorian Finney-Smith came off the bench, played 26. He's just a streamer, right? They're not. They got 3-and-D guys: Dorian Finney-Smith, Max Christie, and Rui Hachimura, and then I guess Cam Reddish. So we'll see how this trade. D'Lo really just was not a good fit for the Lakers, so they just had to get rid of him. Ideally, you want to get some. You want to get more back, but Dorian Finney-Smith is okay, right? Shake Milton. They also got Shake Milton. And Delton Kennett also played just 17 minutes. But if they have a back-to-back, I'm willing to maybe stream him. But that's really the only situation I would stream him right now. He could get hot and play 25 minutes a game and hit 6 threes or something. The Rockets, Fred VanVleet he's just not good this year. He still played 42 minutes. That's really the only thing that he has going for himself. That's really the only thing. He's still averaging 5.8 assists on the season, 1.4 steals. 1.5 steals is low for him. The blocks, zero point 0.5 blocks is also low. Pretty much everything is really low across the board this year for him. So I don't know what it is. Maybe a lot of things are going through Shangun this year. He's not running the offense as much. It's not good. And just be careful when you buy low. You gotta have a specific team build. If you're punting field goal and you're not punting anything else, throw him a top 50. At that point, I only throw him a top 50 type of player because without the assist, shooting, maybe a comeback at some point, but he just doesn't have that usage, right? Sure, he's not shooting the ball well. He's shooting 37%, but let's say that goes to 42, right? He's not a top 30 player. Well, also the steal numbers, most importantly, steal and blocks, those are gotta go up too. I just don't see him have crazy usage. Like he's not gonna average 18 points, and he's not gonna average 6.5, 7 assists. More like 5, 6. Slight drop, but slight drop in points, slight drop in 3, slight drop in assist. It's really the steals and blocks are also holding him back. So I don't know. I'll be very careful buying low. Do not look at him as a top 30, 40 player, even though he was drafted super high. Jalen Green played super well, but I try to sell him. Emperor Shangun had 14 points, only 6 rebounds because Amen Thompson took 16 of them. 4 assists, okay from Shangun, but Amen Thompson, what a game. 40 minutes, 11 for 19. Yeah, he's a must roster. Just like these two brothers, they're pretty crazy, right? Putting up pretty good fantasy numbers. And with Tari Eason still out, right? And also this game, Jabari Smith Jr. is out. That's why Amen Thompson played some extra minutes. But Emperor Shangun was horrible here, minus 14, while Amen Thompson was a +1. So really didn't work here. The last game of the night, the Warriors got destroyed by the Kings, 129-99. And they did not even have De'Aaron Fox. And how good is Malik Monk? How good is this man? He finally got the respect, finally got the start. 26 points, 12 assists, 5 threes, 4 steals and block. Yeah, he could legit be a top 30, 40 player rest of the way. Just really, really good because he can give you 5, 6 assists. It really depends on how many steals he's going to get. But the counting numbers, they're going to be there always. Sabonis, 22 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, pretty good. DeRozan, yeah, do you want to buy low on him? It just seems like it's... So usually when you buy low, it's the guy not shooting the ball well. Yeah, he's not shooting the ball well, but he's also not... This game, they didn't even have De'Aaron Fox. And this is the line he put out. He's just not prioritizing the offense, right? They're not going... De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk, they are starting things off. He's just kind of there, The most extreme example is, Tobias Harris, right? Pretty good offensively, but just doesn't get enough touches as the game goes on. Keon Ellis, if De'Aaron Fox continues to be out, he could be a stream. For the Golden State Warriors, Curry played, but the minutes is unbelievably low for Curry. Played just 30 minutes. Oh, I guess this is a blowout. Yeah. Okay. He hit 4 threes, 26 points, no assist, and a steal, 7 rebounds. Curry just has not been good this year, and I don't know. When you buy low, right? At some point, we're almost halfway through the season. Is he a buy low? It's not that he's not shooting the ball well, right? Steve Curry, first of all, is not giving him a lot of minutes. Second of all, they just don't have another guy. So like Curry, offensively, he only got 12 shots off. That's another thing. It's one thing he take 25 shots and make only 5 of them. He only got off 12 shots. Dennis Schroeder, 1 for 7, continues to be horrible. Jackson Davis, do not drop him after this game, plays just 18. While Draymond Green, if Curry's not playing well, Draymond is not going to get a lot of assists. 4 assists here, 2 steals and block is nice. But given how competitive the Western Conference is, right, before you know it, they're the 10th seed fighting for their playoff hopes. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.